Hello guys, welcome back to Concrete Elbow.
Glad you think about it that way. I thought I was going to have to convince you a bit more. I thought I was going to have to really make you believe that, but I'm glad that you're already there.
This is a recap of this East vs West podcast they did with Devon and Matyushenko a few days ago. It starts with Matyushenko completely shutting down Devon's trash talks. So we know that Devon has this habit of trash talking his opponents on camera to drive the hype for his matches. It's his way to make the match more interesting. He himself has admitted this on multiple occasions, and Matyushenko is no exception. But seems like Devon wasn't able to do it this time. He didn't expect that Matyushenko would be so humble with his answers. So for example, at the beginning, Matyushenko admits that it would be really hard for him to hook a really good open arm top roller like Devon. And he even asked Devon to teach him how to King's move so that he would have a better chance to win.
I think it's a problem to hook a King's move and open
It is. It's difficult.
problem. So I think I will have a good practice with you. Maybe you will teach me how to hook an open arm top roll.
And when Devon kept trying to convince Matyushenko to face him in October for the right-hand title, despite the injuries Matyushenko's dealing with, instead of saying that he's gonna face him next year, he offered Devon to give the belt to him anyway, without having to beat him. Because in Matyushenko's mind, with Levan's absence, Devon is the champ in the super heavyweight and in the 115. He's just the current champ because he hasn't faced Devon yet.
This is what I'm
now you are top one heavyweight in the world. After
nobody
Vitali,
is.
you are the best. You are the best.
Oh, stop.
Why do you need this
This
title?
is all crazy talk. This is all crazy talk. Me
I
too.
think,
Yeah,
yes,
and that's on a
but-
that's on a good day for me.
But
That's
do
on a
you want
good
me
day
just
for me.
to present you the belt in
Oh
October?
no.
Because with the right
Okay,
hand,
well, if you think about it
right
like that,
hand,
then I don't really want to.
I think
You don't
that
think
you have 90% advantage with the right hand.
Oh, well, this is
You
terrible.
will just kill me in October. But if I have, if I be ready, then it will be maybe 70 to 30 in your
Okay.
favor.
Okay. Well, when you put it like that, then that's fine. If you don't think you're ready, then that's fine.
Because you want to fight the best, even Matyushenko. You should be fighting best, even
Yeah,
Matyushenko.
absolutely. I just thought you were.
You are the real champ. You are the best in the supers. And I understand that in 115 I need to beat several guys to be the best. So I think the situation is different.
You know, I'm so glad you think about it that way. I thought I was going to have to convince you a bit more. I thought I was going to have to really make you believe that, but I'm glad that you're already there.
At the end, Devon was like, okay, I understand now. Let me know when you're ready and I'll face you then. So Devon stopped trying to convince Matyushenko for a match, but it didn't stop him to try to get Matyushenko heal his injuries faster by keep reminding him to do his rehab till the end of the podcast. That was pretty funny. And still on the topic of Matyushenko's current injuries, he said that he actually tore one of his right bicep tendons back in 2024 when he was training for the Morozov left-hand match, and also a right-handed match with Devon when he was doing some static bicep holds. And if you guys are like, wait, Devon was supposed to face Matyushenko in 2024? Well, I'm just as surprised as you guys, because even Devon himself didn't know that the organizers were intending to set up that match. Anyway, so there are two bicep tendons that connect to your shoulders. Matyushenko said he completely tore his long head bicep tendon, which is the outer part of it. He never got surgery to reattach it because one of his doctors said it was fine, no big deal. But seems like he regretted that decision now. So today, he only has one bicep tendon left attached to his shoulder. But he said it's not really a problem because it only made his bicep 10 to 15% weaker. So not that significant for him. But that made him really cautious of his bicep when he was facing Dave. Next topic. You guys have probably heard about this in many other videos, but Devon says if he beats Matyushenko, he would want to face Alizhan next in October for the 115 left-hand title. Like I said at the beginning, he originally wants Matyushenko back-to-back, left hand and then right hand in October. But because Matyushenko is unable to make it happen for now, Alizhan is the next guy in line for Devon. And after talking about each other, they switched the topic to the other guys. So when Devon was in Georgia, he said everyone there really made an impression to him. every single one of them, even like the amateurs, were super strong. But one guy that stood out for Devon was Avtandil. He arm wrestled with him left-handed, and he was so strong that Devon said in the podcast that he would be interested to have an actual super match with him. And regarding Vitaly's US visa, both Devon and Matyushenko agreed that if Vitaly were to accept his invitation to face Devon in Colorado last year, it would have been easier for him to get the US visa for this December's event in Vegas.
I don't know if Vitali is going to be able to make it to Vegas either. Like, I don't think that Robert has that capacity at the moment. And I don't want to speak for the league. I don't want to speak for Robert. But I think that when Vitali, took the money from Engen not to show up, I think that kind of really set the whole visa accessibility way back for the league. I think that he lost that option. I don't think he can just ask the senator anymore to give him a visa and he does it. I don't think he has that anymore. So it's gonna, I don't know, and maybe they have another route, but it's not as easy anymore.
Do
I don't
anything.
know the details, but I think
Right.
Robert told me that after Vitaly couldn't get to the USA, then now he has problems because of that. Well,
I like how you say couldn't. I like that part. It's nice.
And speaking of Vitaly, Devon thinks that currently Georgi represents a huge threat to him. While Matyushenko don't think the same way, they both agree that there's a big chance Georgi would be able to at least take Vitaly's wrist. Now, when Kochry confronted Matyushenko about the guy who was asking Kamil for advice to do a flop press, Matyushenko admitted that it was him. They didn't specify when or why Matyushenko was doing that, but most likely it's because he's taking this match with Devon seriously. So that's good. Now, he said that he would sometimes train for a flop, but in an actual match, he doesn't believe in that technique. It's like his last resort, when nothing else is working. And these two were in fact praising Kamil a lot in this podcast. Like one, Devon said he was really impressed with Kamil's ability to adjust mid-match against Georgi. He also thinks that Manifestor is super awesome, but calling Kamil out, that's a big jump. And Matyushenko said that right now, with Levon taking a break, Kamil represents the biggest and the only threat to Devon in the super heavyweight category. But at the end, he's still saying that he can beat Kamil in a rematch, and Devon was like, yeah, so maybe not that much of a praise. Another guy that seems to be really underrated is Tobias. You might have seen this video from a Georgian page where Devon was like giving us a list of arm wrestlers, and on the most underrated category, he put Tobias. Now in the podcast, Ivan told this story from a while back when Vitaly once told him that despite him destroying Tobias on the left hand, he can feel the power. So I think Vitaly was implying that he could feel the twitch, the speed, but maybe his hand wasn't strong enough to access them. Now let's talk about Alizhan. When Devon and Matyushenko were talking about him, Matyushenko told another fact. His arm was hurting during the match against him 2 years ago, so he couldn't access his side pressure. He couldn't even train any side pressure exercise 6 to 7 weeks prior. Didn't specify whether if it was his elbow or shoulder or what, but he said in the match he could only go sideways if his hand was pronated. So if they're having a rematch, Matyushenko believes that he would have more chance to win now. And regarding Alizhan versus Vitaly, Matyushenko knew that it was going to be the outcome. He's having trouble when he's sparring with Vitaly, and he said he feels like he and Alizhan have similar level of wrist strength, but the difference is Alizhan's lever is shorter than him. So for him, if he can't do anything to Vitaly, Alizhan wouldn't either. Now Devon admits that he isn't taking this match too seriously. Devon said he was 289 pounds or 131 kilos when he was back from Georgia. That was like a week ago, so that's almost 40 pounds that he has to lose in like 5 weeks. That's going to be really hard. And when Matyushenko said, it'll be even harder for you to do this cut than before because I know you're underestimating me a bit. Devon was like, yeah, maybe. He admits that after winning a really big match against someone really prominent like Vitaly, it's hard to gather motivation for the matches after that. And speaking of good hook pullers, Matyushenko believes that there's no such thing as a good hook puller in the super heavyweight category. The reason is because the thicker your hands get, the harder it is for you to fully cup your wrist. Morozov may be an exception. He could be a really good hook puller if his wrist was stronger. Not that it's not strong, but pound for pound wise, Matyushenko thinks that his wrist isn't as good as, let's say, someone like Rustam Babayev. While Devon thinks that a hook could be relevant in the super heavies if you have a great top roll and your opponent has a great flop press. That's when the hook comes out. And lastly, regarding the petition letter, at this point they have reconciled, no more problems. Devon said he understands that Matyushenko may have been manipulated at that time, and Matyushenko himself admitted that he made a mistake and had personally apologized to Devon. Happy ending.
Devon, question from Frantic. More hook or top roll now for you for the match?
What do you think I should do? You know, more top roll or more hook?
I think we should go into hook.
Straight into hook.
From the very first round till
No
the
strap.
very
No strap, just
no strap, just
get
pure
in there
hook.
and just.
The one you.
I'm saying I want in. Mike's saying he wants in. I think it's a race between the two of us, and who knows? Who knows where it's going to land? But either way, do your rehab, buddy. Do your rehab.
I will do it.
Okay.